So when wanting to factor a trinomial such as ax squared plus bx plus c, where the leading coefficient a is other than positive 1, we can use this method where the steps are outlined on the left. So while we follow the steps, let's try factoring on the right. 9x squared plus 15x plus 4. So step 1 is to form the product a times c. So we want to multiply the first coefficient and the last coefficient together, and we get positive 36. Then for step 2, you want to find a pair of numbers whose product is AC and whose sum is B. So basically, you want to factor 36 into two number possibilities. So for example, 36 and 1, or negative 36 and negative 1, and you want to keep doing this until you get until when you add them you get positive 15. So we get 2 and 18, negative 2 and negative 18, and when you add these guys together you don't get 15. How about 3 and 12, and negative 3 and negative 12? Well, notice that if you add 3 and 12 together, you get positive 15. So we've solved step 2, so let's get rid of the scrap work here. And we'll write down that the solution for step 2 is 3 and 12, because 3 times 12 is 36, and 3 plus 12 is 15. So that satisfies step number 2. For step number 3, it says rewrite the polynomial to be factored so the middle term bx is written as the sum of the two terms whose coefficients are the two numbers found in step 2. So basically, we want to rewrite 9x squared plus 15x plus 4 as 9x squared plus 3x plus 12x plus 4. And notice that if you combine the like terms, 3x plus 12x is going to give us 15x. So we haven't changed anything. And then finally, step 4 is factor by grouping. So you want to group the first two terms together, and you want to group the last two terms together, and you want to factor out the greatest common factor, the GCF, from each of these guys. So for step 4, what can we factor out of 9x squared plus 3x? Well, the GCF is 3x. So what's left is 3x plus 1. Right? That's what happens when we factor out a 3x. And then for the second term, the GCF is going to be 4. And when we factor out a 4, we get 3x plus 1. And now notice that these two terms have something in common. So if I factor out that 3x plus 1, what's left over is 3x and then plus 4. So 9x squared plus 15x plus 4 factors into 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 4. And if you're never 100% sure of the method, you can always check. So let's check by foiling back in. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared plus 12x plus 3x plus 4. So we get 9x squared plus 15x plus 4. So we did it. So this is the factorization of that trinomial using this method on the left.